Benny,
Ready.
I'd like to ask that the February 2nd minutes be approved as written.
I'll make the motion to approve them.
A second. We ready?
Yep.
This morning, Ronnie and I, had a shock. We had a lady that was coming in here. We knew what she was coming in for, but guess what? It wasn't the case. Usually the way grants work, they call you a week before and tell you got the grant. Then they come in the following week and want to talk to you why you didn't get it. So we assumed that's what she was here for today. She was going to tell us what we did wrong, why we didn't get the grant. She walks in the door with this.
Oh, cool.
Jack.
500,000.
And I just couldn't believe it. She was just,
Yeah.
but it's a new procedure, so our engineer and our grant writer didn't even. So we're really probably shouldn't have shown it tonight because but it's okay.
Yeah, everybody knows it now. Amy said they did.
Yeah, it was
She
so.
said we were the only town to get a stormwater grant.
Well, really?
Yeah, it's hard to get money and that, when she said that, she just held it up like that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It went from the frown where we're gonna be not so very nice to her, we was very nice to her.
Wow.
And Ronnie wanted to run to the bank with us. So anyway, that's about 2,850 feet of, storm sewers that's going in, and I think the only one I have to wonder about, probably the bad one's gonna be right down Broadway. So when you do it, when you go down the street, you're gonna run. Hit some more. Yeah, the other one be bad. We'll talk to some homeowners. So it's a good thing. I would have never thought we'd be there last after but we got it. So we'll next step down the road, we get some contractors to bid on it. We've already got one that's interested in it. That's Russ Hessler. So we'll get it going. Good to talk to the people. And the other thing, and I wanted to go over abatements. Is putting in the new houses. He has done some, he wants an abatement on these next maybe 3 to 4. And where I've read all this stuff. So what he's really doing is tearing down junk to put in new houses. You want to copy that, Eric? If you want. Anyway, Ronnie and I, when he first talked about it, thought about a 5-year abatement. So myself personally, I think if somebody would come in and tear some trash houses down and put up new ones, it's still an abatement on taxes, but at the same time, maybe you can get somebody else who wants to do it and put a new house. And we all know what it looked like when he tore all that down. It was unbelievable. And he would like to do some more. He's still in talk with another person for real bad, so I think it'd be a good idea. With it, as much as you can.
Finding a motion and second, won't we,
Would you, yeah, to
move forward with it.
to start figuring out what we need to do.
Well, I did know that, the minutes don't qualify for a resolution, so.
Correct. We need that, yeah.
Jimmy? Second. And like I said, the only thing you can really hope for is,
And that moving forward with a 5-year baby. He said he had 5 years and 10 years. And I said 5 years would be fine.
This would be, are we saying we're making like a residentially distressed area?
yes,
That's
yes.
exactly what it is.
And is there an area that's residentially distressed, or are we saying the entire town?
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, obviously there, I mean,
Yes.
I think you, when I'm saying the entire town, you want to identify like from blank to blank, blank, blank type of thing, or we're saying everything within the, I mean, I think you'd have a hard time saying, you know, like Cheetah Lake's residentially
Mhm.
distressed, that type of thing. So we-
Yeah,
there
we-
are some areas where I think you
They sure
probably
are.
could make some.
We've got
solid
some
arguments.
Yeah.
Broadway Street, for instance. It's bad. This one up here, it's on Main Street. This house was gone. And there's nothing that burnt down, they tore it down. They cleaned the entire lot up, it's just unbelievable what it looks like now. And he came into me and I've been trying to talk him into doing some more. And come up with this abatements, and I said, well, I said, personally, if that's what it takes to get somebody in here to clean these houses up. And we got a couple more that he's looking at. Apparently, he cannot do any work to start the construction on it without that done. If you did that, then that was no good. So we say he'd like to get this done and then start on that. And so we'll just see. But I thought that'd be a good idea to get some of this bad stuff cleaned up.
We could have the clerk treasurer identify some areas.
Sure, you go there and pick them out, and I could, we could say from this house here from Broadway or to this
Right.
house.
And subject to vote at the next.
Yes.
We can do that. I just want to put my house in there.
I know a lot of houses that should be in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yes, it's quite true. Who knows? Maybe if we get this started, other people would be interested in doing it. Help the town clean it up. Okay, one thing I wanted to bring up is, State Road 75. State Road 75 is gonna be completely shut down. I'm guessing maybe in the middle of this month or a little later. It will be shut down from 40 to 36.
Really?
If 39 will be the alternate detour. The first thing that will happen, they're gonna start south. And that intersection down there, it's all gonna be changed. The bridge is there. There's a box drain bridge.
Okay.
All gets tore out. The road that goes to, side road 240, that gets shut down. I don't know exactly what the intersection looks like because it's sort of messed up. I don't know how they're gonna do all that, but it does.
Or culverts or not culverts, what do you call it?
The box drains.
The drains, yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
But that, I was surprised because when I look at their plans, I got plans for all of them, but they sort of left that one out. They're gonna be here hoping to do the major, you got 17 different ditches across 75 and road access, they all gotta be tore out.
Yeah.
And Main Street in Coatesville, the worst one is be right here at the bank, both sides of it. That gets tore out. Jimmy be able to turn your truck on the road when they get done. On Hadley, that'd be a whole new intersection.
When will this begin?
They're gonna move in here. Milestone is moving in here the middle of the month, this month.
How long is it gonna take?
He said the major construction of the ditches and roads, a hope weather permitting, will be 48 days. But now, then they gotta start paving, so that construction trailer is gonna be here 1 year. So. It's gonna be, the triaxle trucks are not gonna like it too well. And any kind of trucks, as a matter of fact.
Because how are people gonna be able to get in and out of town then?
In and out of town, it would be very, very difficult. I mean, as far as trucks.
What about vehicles,
Well,
standard
but
cars?
it's like we talked about it. Everybody that lives around here knows how to get in and around behind the town.
Yeah.
People that do not will be lost. They'll just have to find a way. But
Well, you know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking car show if it goes into July.
I will get definite on that and find out exactly who, what, when, and where. That's in July.
July 18th, to be
If
exact.
you start,
Theoretically, they should be done by then,
uh,
based on what you're saying.
probably not everything, but
Not
the
everything.
paving. But what I'm assuming they'll do all that south and then move up. That's sort of the way they were talking about that. But he told me the major tear-ups would be 48 days. Probably tear-up will be right here,
Right.
both sides of the bank. And all that's gotta be repaved.
I mean, they're gonna have to have it open for like local traffic only, I mean, because people live along that road.
Maybe next year.
But
Well, they're gonna be, I assume there's gonna be certain days where you can't get up the road at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, I don't know how that south, I didn't understand that. I think it looks like to me, they're gonna put a big old roundabout down there.
So what do you-
It's what it sounds like to me.
Really?
the 240 and
240 is gonna end at 75.
Right.
There'll no longer be a Y across there because it's been too many accidents, so. They're gonna end it there. And then. Like I said, we'll see what happens next, and they are going to send out notifications to everybody. Fire department's already on their list. And telling everybody what's going on. I think the only thing that's just a little bit bad about it is probably new hardware. But it is what it is. It's gotta be done. Hadley Street's needed that for years.
Yeah.
And Teal Lake was one of them, but they're not gonna do Teal Lake because we had a grant and already done it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's been approved. But there's one north of Teal Lake driveway that goes across, and these three here, there's, like I said, 17 of them. So. And we're not charging anything for Milestone to be there. They're paying their electric bill, whatever. They got for us. And I told him time will tell.
Yeah.
Waivers. Lot for us.
There you go.
But anyway, it's gonna be a mess.
Yep.
so is he saying that they're gonna send out to every resident that lives along the road? I mean,
I doubt
you
it,
get something in the
I
mail.
doubt very seriously be residents. It might be. Probably what I would say would be posted in the paper.
They would probably have some meetings.
Yeah.
They usually do on a big project.
There's no meetings planned on it.
Hmm.
I mean, won't be, they'll show what they're gonna do.
I'll ask him talked to John, I'm gonna see him, superintendent, I'll see him again. I'll ask him some more about it. Pretty interesting what he's gonna do down south. But, I don't know, some driveways, like the church, I don't know if that's included. It's very possible it is, I don't know. The rest I know, he told me there's 17 of them. So I said, we'll work with it, have to. And, I'm just trying to figure out how in the world all the trucks are gonna get up 59, but it's their problem. We need a new road. It's needing it for a long time. It's updated. I did just originally, when I come up with the plans, it said they were gonna start bidding on it at the end of this year. Well, next thing I know, they're wanting to park their trailer here. So
When you say pave, they're just gonna pave the areas that they tear up, or are they gonna,
the whole road would be paved.
they're gonna redo even the entire roadway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So basically what I would say, they're gonna do all the tear ups and come back and do all the
Is that
paving.
paving?
And that's the reason it's,
Mm,
that he told me that the trailer, the construction trailer would be here a year.
I'd like to plan to stick around for a while.
Yeah, so it will be good. Ours, one of my favorite things. So all the trash this morning is all accounted for.
Yeah, I mean, it's been picked up. We had 3 different people that dumped. One got a ordinance violation I gave to Ronnie. One was called out on Facebook and he went back last night and picked it up and took it back. So we didn't do anything with him. The other one's an out-of-state plate, Colorado. So we anticipate he probably moved here based on the boxes. They had like words on it, paintings, pictures, stuff like that. So even if we could send one to him, it could probably be a Colorado address at this point. So we're going to distinct truck, so we can wait to see if it got. It was a pickup truck, so. No, not this. It was customs. Camper and side chrome runners, and we'll watch for him. See if he gets the Indiana plate on it, and then we can find him.
Okay, then, I think the other thing we had talked about last month is guardrails on the road out here. And I gotta talk to Ken a little more about that, because what Ken wanted to put in there, I'm worried about, because it would cost more to do that with paved streets. I mean, because you gotta have the safety shock absorbers on the end of it, whatever. I don't think we need it. We're not a high-speed road,
No,
and I'd rather not spend that much money. I'd rather put the money back into the paving than I would. But it does need the guardrails, and definitely does. The widest part of the road there is 16 foot wide. Is, like I said, it's tight, but I think we put guardrail in there and be done with it. Cause it's just gonna be too much money to try to redo the whole road. You couldn't do that. But. And when we're gonna file for the paving grant, that will be before July. So we got some time to think what needs to be paid, what we want to do. That'd be one thing for the board. Said, so far we'll be starting on another grant. Will I be like to see ideas or hear ideas from anybody about what street they want paved or what, whatever. Because a few of them it needs paved, but the other one, and I'm working, believe me, I'm working on it, but it's Hendricks County. In Hendricks County, it takes 6 months to do anything. And I'm calling John Ayers again tomorrow. I've got a name of a guy that's supposed to call me twice, has never done it. He's the guy who works on the box drains. The box drain on Milton Street When they talked to us last year, they said it'd be cheaper to put a new drain in than it would to dig it all out and fix it. And I agree with them. But we're almost a year later. You know, it's just slow. But I'm gonna call them again in tomorrow and it'll be a better. I'll get some better answers. But I hate to pave the street when that thing is all falling down around. Just don't make any sense. I hate to pave it and then tear it all back out. It's going to do it. Box drain does belong to the county. So that's the good part. Now, even though the box drain belongs to the county, does repairing it around and digging it all up is that gonna be on us as far as I know, no. But we'll wait and see what next step is. But things, then the other one, Jimmy, I don't know if anybody ever back to work with the farm field drain people. Where I talked to him last year to get that water coming out of Brian's field.
No, it's still shifting people from person.
So
Head of it, I think she lives in Lebanon. So she's not there a lot of times. She works from home.
maybe not. But fix part of it, not all of it. And the drain that we fixed on the other end of town, up there by the electric transformers, you know, that's the kind of drain that they said they needed. I said, do it. But I guess it's not that easy. The field was designed to drain the way it's draining right now. That's the way they designed it. That's the way they did it. So now I'm asking to change it. It's not easy to say, because it floods across there bad. Hate to see anybody get that before, but so we'll find out. I'll call John again tomorrow. Okay, anybody got anything else?
You guys have the 2025 annual report for your review. Got questions, concerns, we'll talk about them tomorrow too, we can look at them, you can look at it and we'll talk about it next meeting, or whatever you'd like.
After I've been on that one all day with half a day with the sewer thing, I don't. I'll come have Jimmy help me. That's all I got. Fire department? Got your floor down yet?
We got the upstairs done, floor up there, the two others will be done. He's waiting on the material to come in, should be done this week or next.
Good.
Appreciate that.
I'm glad to see it. Get up there and look at it. They're gonna make it in there, so you gotta put booties on your over your shoes before you walk in the fire department. Is that right? Shoot. But that's about all I got. I know it's good news about 75, but
Wonderful.
Did they say they're gonna close the whole thing down the whole time, or is it gonna be in sections of it?
it will be, what he told me, it'll all be closed at once. And that's probably because they'd be working in different spots.
Hmm.
And it's probably about like when, what was it? Greencastle shut down and they kept 75, the detour for a long time. For all these trucks that was coming through here, thinking about time we,
Are they doing the ditches or are they gonna resurface the rest of the road too where it's bumped?
They'll have to let it settle after they put the
Right.
ditch in.
yeah,
So it's probably gonna be a year project.
they've committed to a year of being, that's for sure. But some of the work that they're doing It's probably pretty big, like going across 75 into here, that lows it, because he said that's all gotta come out. And then our entryway is no biggie, but it'd be pretty big. You gotta make it wider. So there's a lot to it.
Five.
But yeah, it's, like I've said, it's gonna affect a lot of people. It really will. Said the new hardware. So is gonna be done. But. Well, anything else? Steve? Come on, somebody complain. The ordinance that's in effect that we're gonna start now is the cars, right?
Yep.
Everything is ready to go. I've talked to several people that are me, the ones that have the cars, and they're for it.
Okay.
Got 1, 2, 3 that's already moved their cars out. Be honest with you, I haven't heard any big bag negative, but we haven't got started. And when you do,
No, that's when it'll happen.
yeah. And one of our, shouldn't say that, mentioned one of our bad ones. Looks like really nice now.
So, yeah, compliant.
And I seen another one over here that I could have swore I was gonna get it. It was back in half in the shed. You know, real bad.
Okay.
Now it's all in the shed, all covered up. So. And then I was asked the other day if somebody couldn't throw a tarp over it. No. As far as I'm concerned. Tarp's not gonna work. And there is some back there on the right of way goes back to the transformer. There's a few back there now. It's
Okay.
like, there's probably 3 or 4 of them back there. And I did talk, there's one guy that was doing repairing his vehicle, and I know his place. And he's repairing a vehicle in his driveway, and it was ongoing repair. I said, that's not what we're after.
No,
If we're not wanting to do that, but the trash needs to go, and there's a lot of it out there. And just work at it. It's, I talked to Tim this evening. I guess he's trying to get better.
yep, he's on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better.
I thought you couldn't hear me. We'll get started on you, all on you now.
Yep.
I mean, I hate to say that. If you need anything, town can do it.
Or, and last meeting, did we say, were you gonna do a letter? Yeah.
Little postcard.
Well, we did the postcard that went out to everybody.
Yes,
But was there gonna be a letter saying, if we have a violator that, we believe your vehicle's inoperable and, but I don't remember.
no,
No?
and I left
No,
copies,
sir.
and I told Sherry
Don't
I
need
had
to.
copies of that.
Meeting
Ordinance.
violation.
Yeah. That we believe your vehicle's in violation, or are we just gonna,
Oh, yeah, we'll send that letter. Yes, if you find somebody, yes, I'll send them a letter.
okay, that's what,
Yeah,
okay, so you're
yes,
gonna send them,
very
you're gonna send the letter, okay,
Yes.
okay.
No.
Giving them 20 days.
I think the guy told me you got $250. Been sitting there for,
Oh, yeah, taken away? Yeah, they'll pay you scrap money for,
they're doing it over here on 40.
yeah.
You
Oh,
have
yeah,
to have the tile.
you have to have a title, I think, yeah,
The junk.
yeah. Unless they're,
Well, my question is, if they don't have a title, can we still tow it?
yeah, I'm sure.
They- tow company, but then probably want to, then they will file for,
Abandoned title.
yeah, essentially, yeah, through the towing lane.
Yeah, that'd be their procedure.
Like I said, it's one thing, and I think we're all committed on going through with it. Just because somebody gets upset, don't mean. we can back up.
No.
Yeah. So if y'all don't have anything else,
Say the car show's coming along.
I will more information. I got his card in my truck, John. Card, and I will call him and let them know what we do. I'm sure that
Of what we're doing and when.
the car show.
Yeah, well, it just, well, yeah, we'll figure that out. Just, things are progressing as
I
planned.
just don't want to make them pay in rent in there.
Last thing I want is for guys that driving their cars in gravel or something like that. They won't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Weekend. Very seldom do they work on weekend unless they're really behind.
They did the last time they paid. Last year's almost ran over.
Yeah,
Second,
'cause
it didn't have any guys directing traffic.
depending on what they're doing and when,
Yeah,
it may change
Yeah.
the whole scope of how we bring people in. If we bring them down Hadley now, come up 75 to Hadley, we may have to
Yeah.
bring them in from 600 to Maston to cross over there to at the triangle and reroute how they kind of come into town. I don't know. We'll just have to play that by ear. Then we also have the film crew. That's still the last half of June for the Mayberry Man season 2 series.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. They're not gonna be here the full 2 weeks. They're gonna be here some days during those 2 week period. I don't know what days.
Right.
That's
Like I
a go.
said, we'll work through whatever it is.
Yep.
Something else, but I don't think I should right now. All right. Ready to close it? Close it.
All right. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.